just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Buying time to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's got some space here. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Dallas.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Prescott on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jeremy Sprinkle, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Out to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. These two teams all tied after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Past the 20.
You get nothing and like it.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Barkley out of the gun, powering forward.
You know what? Why don't you just start it?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A give to Elliott running left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Open man right side is Ingram. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his block.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab.
And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Now Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On play action, Prescott. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Rolling to his right. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Oh, Cooper with a nice grab. And he is out of bounds, so that's how you start a drive as he's all the way up past the 30.
Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
To throw, Prescott.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we see.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play.